So, it is really early in the morning, and well, at least for me, I don't usually wake up this early. Um, but I thought I would go and live stream the direct. My expectations for today are basically zero. As far as what I want to see, I my expectations is like what I think I'll see. I believe we'll probably see the box legendaries. So like the basic legendaries that'll be on the box of the game. And we'll probably get a couple Pokemon. Maybe like the second form of the starters. Uh, so that's kind of where I'm at. I Other than that, I think like things are pretty open as far as what they'll show today. E3 is like next week, so I it's the fact that they're doing this like so close to E3 is weird to me, and I'm just curious as to like are they gonna with is there like stuff they're gonna withhold for E3, or are they just kind of show everything today? And that's kind of what I'm interested in seeing. But I mean, it's 15 minutes. I'm also interested in knowing. I guess the one thing I am interested in knowing is I think they've talked about it being a more like traditional sort of experience. Like they're going back to the traditional like eight gems and then the Pokemon League. But I I really liked the Alolan approach where it was like more. It was just a new take. It was a new take on like the Pokemon League and the gyms and all that stuff. And I would love to see them do not literally that again, but I would like to see them like try more experimental versions of the Pokemon method. Just because I think there's so much room that there's so much they haven't played with yet that they should. So I would love for them to like take those steps like outside of their norm and like really try something different. Um, yeah, those are like my main. That's like my main thing that I would like to see. Other than that, there really could be. There's not gonna be much I would be mad about if they were to reveal. Um, I think generally, there it's hard to make me mad about Pokemon. It's very rare that like they do something in Pokemon. I'm just like that's just dumb. And I think a lot of people like trash a lot of the Pokemon, like the newer Pokemon designs. And I genuinely think that most of them are fine. Um, it's just like what I mean. Eventually, like yeah, you're gonna start running out of ideas. Like there's like 800 of these things. Like if at some point, you're gonna be like, all right, we need ideas. We got coming the game. We got another game coming. What have we not done? Pile of garbage. Pile of garbage. Living pile of garbage. Like you have 800 Pokemon. Not all of them are gonna be hits. Like even in Gen One, like I know like people get really upset, but like not all you even all the designs in Gen One were not like home runs. They were There are Pokemon in Gen 1 that are definitely misses design-wise. So, like, I think people put too much credence in, like, the design. And, like, they're some very extremely well-designed Pokemon from, like, later gens as well that I think people just kind of ignore because, like, they look at them more, like, silly or outrageous or, like, kind of silly, admittedly a little dumb designs, and they're just like, well, look at this, you know. This kind of overrides the that. So, you know, it's interesting. It's interesting for sure. We should be getting started in a couple minutes here. So see what we see.
Welcome to Pokemon Direct. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today, I would like to provide the latest news about the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield games. To begin, please take a look at this video.
I've already seen this. Maybe we haven't seen that. Rival question? Yes, that's a rival. I like that design, honestly. Okay. That's interesting. So it's like kind of an alert. I love that song. Ooh. Okay. So I guess they're kind of bringing in the Pokemon Let's Go thing, where it's like you can sort of see Pokemon in the grass. Or they're just directly bringing it back, sorry. Shaking the tree for it. That's okay. So it's a raid battle? Am I putting in like raid battles from Pokemon Go into this? What is this? What is this? Alright, that definitely needs to be explained. I'm assuming that's like a raid battle kind of thing, but no clue on that. Where it's like It's okay. I'm so lost. And maybe it's like the new Pokemon forms? It's like the gimmick in this game? I'm so lost, man.
Hello, I'm Masuda from Game Freak.
Hi, I'm Omori from Game Freak.
What did you think of the video?
It was definitely something.
Today, we would like to deliver the latest news on Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield to all of you around the world, right here from Game Freak's offices where development is underway.
They probably gave us about half new and half like already existing Pokemon from what I see, so it's kind of gonna be more like a
You can take on the role of the main character, who resides in the Galar region. After choosing Grookey, Scorbunny, or Sobble as your first partner Pokemon, you will embark on an adventure to become the champion.
Oh, you're just gonna pick Sobble.
Your
it's
journey
fine.
will take you through vast and lush grasslands, towns in which you will find humans and Pokemon working together, and many other locations filled with rich personality.
Game honestly looks really good.
Pokemon battles are the most popular form of entertainment in the Galar region.
Is that Woodhammer?
Stadiums across the
European
Galar region are
Woodhammer?
frequently filled with cheering crowds that have gathered to witness battles between gym leaders and challengers.
That's cool.
The excitement of these battles is often broadcast on television in the Galar region.
It's nice that
as
they're
well.
finally like embracing more like the
most exciting part
the
of visiting a new
showcasing
region
aspect
is,
that's
of
like
course,
in the anime, but
encountering
like almost
Pokemon that
never in
you've
the
never seen
games.
before. To tell you more about some of the Pokemon that reside in the Galar region, I'd like to hand it over to James, the art director on these games.
Sweet.
Hey, Jamie. Hello, I'm James Turner from Game Freak. I worked as the art director for these games. There are a lot of never-before-seen Pokemon that await you in the Galar region.
I sure hope so.
But allow me to introduce you to just a few of them.
Okay.
The first Pokemon I'd like to show you is Wooloo.
Wooloo.
This Pokemon's defining characteristic is its fluffy fur, which is treasured by weavers in a town in the Galar region, who use it to craft popular specialty goods.
I saw that's probably
This
like
Pokemon
that's like
here
Bidoof.
is Gossifleur, the flowering Pokemon.
Gossifleur.
Gossifleur favors places with clean air and water, and
Okay.
its pollen is said to have healing properties. This next Pokemon
Interesting.
is called Dreadnought,
Dreadnought.
the bite Pokemon.
It's like a Dreadmaw.
The sharp and jagged edges of its jaw allow it to bite off chunks of rock and iron. Its vicious nature makes it a difficult Pokemon to tame
So is it like
for all but the most experienced trainers. This Pokemon that can be seen flying steadily through the sky is called Corviknight.
Corviknight?
It puts its skills to use
Is it
when working as a flying taxi, which
Flying
will take the
Steel?
player back to any town he or she
Flying
has previously
Dark?
visited. As many of you already know,
I feel like
some
it'd be
Pokemon
Flying
can
Steel.
evolve, changing their
Really?
appearance and becoming stronger in the process.
That's a new concept to me. I have to explain that
Gossifleur
one.
is one of these Pokemon.
Okay. Are none
When
of the other
Gossifleur
ones?
evolves,
Oh.
it becomes Eldegoss.
Eldegoss.
As you can see,
Interesting.
there are now small seeds scattered across its fuzzy head.
So is it like blooming?
These
No, it's
seeds
already
are
bloomed.
said to promote growth in plants and can revitalize both people and Pokemon. That's all I can show you this time.
That's it?
There are lots more Pokemon living in the
Interesting.
Galar
I'm
region
surprised
for
they're
you to
keeping
discover.
it that small.
Of course, you can look forward to finding many Pokemon
I guess they're
you're
gonna save
already familiar with.
again. I think they're gonna save a lot more, like
I
the
hope you're
bigger,
as
more
excited as
interesting
we are to encounter
reveals
the
for
amazing
E3.
variety of Pokemon that inhabit the Galar region.
They might say the box legendaries for E3. I just thought there was a decent chance they'd show them off today. It's still
Meeting
8
lots of
minutes.
Pokemon is one of the thrills of the adventure. And where you will find the widest variety of Pokemon out of anywhere in the Galar region is in a place called the Wild Area. This wild
Okay.
area stretches between
This-
cities and is filled with abundant nature as far as the
Oh.
eye can see. Different Pokemon can appear
So they
depending on where you
changed.
are and what the weather
They're
is
changing
like.
the routes.
Meaning
and they're
there
not
will
called
be
routes
new
anymore?
discoveries for
It's
you
called, it's
each
like Water
day.
Area 1, Water Area 2.
Some of you may already have noticed, but while adventuring through this area, you have control over the camera, allowing you to better search for items and Pokemon. Search far and wide in the tall grass.
They
in the
actually
skies
gave
above,
us free
and
camera
even in the
control.
lakes, for you never know what you
Oh
might
my
find.
god. It's a revolution.
In
It's the
certain
best
locations
Pokemon
in the
game
Galar
already.
region, a new phenomenon can be triggered that makes a Pokemon giant in size and gives it incredible strength.
Okay,
This phenomenon is called Dynamaxing.
Oh my
Dynamaxing
God.
opens up new possibilities in the heated battles
my
performed
God.
by trainers and their Pokemon.
Dynamaxing.
For more details, I would like to turn it over to Iwao,
Oh my
the planning director for the games.
Yes, please explain this. Please
Hi,
explain this.
I'm Iwao from Game Freak and the planning director for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Let me tell you more about the new Dynamax feature, which will surely bring about all new strategies to Pokemon battles.
Please enlighten me.
Pokemon from the Galar region can Dynamax to not
Okay,
only
so
become
this is
massive
like
in
the
size,
gimmick of this
but
game.
also boost their power.
This is like the the Mega Evolution
All the moves they
and
know
the Z
turn into
moves.
powerful
This is
magic.
that for this game.
Dynamaxing can be used once per battle. However, the Pokemon will revert to normal after 3 turns.
Okay.
So, you need to choose wisely when to trigger it.
I like that. That's like a better balance
Mastering
of the Mega
Dynamax
Evolutions.
will be key to becoming a full-fledged Pokemon trainer in these games.
Because Mega
Remember
Evolutions
that
were like
wild
kind of
area we told
problematic
you
of how
about?
like
If you
overpowered they
connect
were,
to
and
other
they just got to
players,
stay like
you'll
that.
find more ways to play there. One of these new multiplayer features is called Max Raid Battles, in
Raid
which
battles,
4
yep.
Pokemon trainers can join forces to challenge wild Dynamax Pokemon.
So you have to have friends to
In
catch
Max Raid
Dynamax
battles,
Pokemon.
the wild Dynamax
Sorry,
Pokemon
everyone.
keeps its giant form for
If you
the
don't have friends, you
entire
don't
battle.
get any.
Not only that, it also has special powers that make it an extremely formidable opponent. Only one of these 4 players who have teamed up for the Max Raid battle will be able to Dynamax their Pokemon in each battle. So coordinating with your team will be crucial when taking on these powerful wild Pokemon.
If one of the Pokemon uses protect, does it protect all
If
4?
you and your allies manage
you
to
just need to
emerge
go in with 2
victorious,
Pokemon with
you'll get a
Protect,
chance to capture the
and you just
Pokemon in
win.
a truly dynamic catch sequence.
Because it won't fail ever.
The Pokemon that you can take on in Max Raid battles also vary depending on where you are in the wild area and the state of the weather. Among these
Okay.
different Pokemon are some that can only be caught after you defeat them in Max Raid battles, so we hope trainers will join forces and test their skills against a variety of Pokemon.
Interesting.
Max Raid Battles feature strategic cooperative 4-player gameplay against a single Pokemon, which is a first for the main series of Pokemon games.
It is, yeah. Usually, that's like the
It's
first
going
like
to be a ton of fun to use your Nintendo Switch system's local wireless functionality to tackle these battles with friends in person and experience the excitement together.
This is an
You can
option
also
to do
connect with other
online?
players over the internet to enjoy
Okay.
playing with other trainers from all around
If
the
it was
globe.
only local, I think that'd be
So
like
I hope you'll
an
try
issue,
Max Raid
like an
battles with all
actual
sorts
issue.
of other players.
Next, I would like to introduce some of
Characters.
the people you'll encounter on your adventure.
Hell yeah! Who's the professor?
This guy is the greatest trainer in the Galar region, and also the current champion.
I believe
His
he has a
name
cape.
is Leon. In a region where Pokemon battles are so widely
His
enjoyed,
facial hair choice,
his undefeated record in
questionable,
official matches
honestly,
is all the
but-
more incredible. His popularity is only enhanced by his shining personality, winning him the adoration of trainers across the region. It's no exaggeration to say that he is the most prominent trainer in all of Galar.
He's got Charizard, so you know.
The champion has a younger brother, who also happens to be one of your rivals.
One of your
His name is
rivals.
Hop. Hop dreams to one day
His
become
name is
champion,
Hop.
just like his elder brother, and he trains vigorously every day towards this goal. His journey through the Galar region begins on the same day as yours. On your journey, you and Hop will receive a great deal of support from these 2 characters.
Her grandma.
Professor Magnolia is the professor of the
Professor
Galar region
Magnolia.
and specializes in researching the Dynamax phenomenon.
That's a good tree name to have.
Sonia is her granddaughter and also serves as her assistant.
Oh.
Their abundant wisdom and sound advice will surely come in handy throughout your
Oh,
adventure.
she's doing the hair twirl. That's nice.
Next, I would like to talk about the Pokemon gyms in the Galar region.
This is more of a return
You and your
form.
rival will need to take on the Pokemon gyms throughout the region
You and
in
your
order to
rival.
achieve your goal of becoming champion. These
Okay.
gym
I mean, I guess
stadiums
that's
are
true of all the
constructed in
games,
very
but-
special locations that allow for Pokemon to be Dynamaxed.
Okay.
The gym leaders also have extremely powerful Dynamax Pokemon on their teams, so you will need to counter them with some of your own.
Are all the gyms just
Battles
soccer?
between two Dynamax
arenas?
Pokemon are explosive
'Cause
and will
that's-
cause the energy and excitement in the stadium to reach its peak.
That's kind of lame if it's true.
Let me introduce one of the gym leaders to you.
Because one of the coolest things about the gyms is that they all
This
have
is the
unique
grass type
designs.
expert, Milo.
So if they
This
all
gym
just look
leader
like
is
this,
all
I
about enjoying
kind of hate
battles
it.
alongside
Like
his
except for like
trustworthy
maybe like
Pokemon.
some color, like
You will
palette
have to
swaps
overcome
for
his
the
tenacious
typing.
fighting style to continue your journey.
That'd be kind of lame, honestly.
Look forward to facing many more heated battles against gym leaders over the course of your adventure.
We've shown
Alright,
off
that's
quite
it,
a
I
bit
guess.
today. But I
Box
have one
Legendaries?
more video I would like you to see.
Box legendaries. I'm ready.
Please take a look.
Yeah, they're very excited about this. Unless it's a release date, which I'd also be okay with. But I'd sooner say, ooh. So that's Shield. It's just a fucking wolf sword himself. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I'm definitely getting sword. I don't care what anyone says. Oh my god.
The two Pokemon you saw in the video just
Oh
now
my
are in
God.
fact legendary Pokemon of the Galar region,
What are their
called
names?
Zacian and Zamazenta.
Is
Look forward to discovering for yourself just what role Zacian
It's
and
literally
Zamazenta
a
will play in the
fucking
story.
wolf with a sword in his mouth. Oh
I
my
hope you
god.
enjoyed today's Pokemon Direct.
Oh.
Of course, what we revealed
That's the-
today is just a small part of what you
That's
will find
that's
in
like
Pokemon
the best.
Sword and Pokemon
I don't care what
Shield.
anyone says. That's the best design thing
There
ever.
are many more
it's
Pokemon
the best. That's
and
the best
interesting
Pokemon
characters
ever.
for you to discover in
I
the
love
Galar
him.
region.
I will protect him. Oh my god.
We're putting everything we've got here at Game Freak into making Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield a game that everyone around the world
That's
will
the
enjoy.
best thing I've seen, and I am amazed.
Please look forward to it.
Alright, so that's. Oh.
Thanks to all of our guests
Sorry.
from Game Freak. Finally, I would like to announce the release date. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield will be available on November 15th,
November release,
2019,
like most
as
Pokemon
a
games.
global simultaneous release. And starting today, you can pre-order a special double pack.
Ooh,
Stay
okay.
tuned for more information.
I assume the
I
MSRP
hope
on
you will
that's
look
gonna be like
forward
99,
to a new
99,
Pokemon
99,
adventure in the
99.
Galar region. Thank you for watching.
Wow, alright. So we got a lot of interesting information in that. And I'm a little surprised. So based on that, it definitely seems like they're not leaving anything for E3, right? So like unless they plan on doing just more general Pokemon reveals at E3, which they definitely could. They don't really have any information left to do in the presentation proper. Like it seems like Nintendo's plan for this E3 is announcing things working more on things that like have not been not been as like developed as much. Like I would assume like we're gonna see more Animal Crossing, we're gonna see more of Luigi's Mansion 3. We'll see more of like Astral Chain, stuff like that. So I guess we're not gonna see like almost any Pokemon at E3 because they gave us a release date and they gave us the box legendaries and like a couple of Pokemon, and then like the main gimmick of the game, which is the raid battles and like the big boys. So that's really interesting, honestly. They'll probably have, I assume they'll have like demos on the trade floor, on the show floor, but other than that, I think that they've kind of shown. So just general thoughts. Everything, like the game looks great. Like physically, literally, the game looks very nice. The free camera is great. That's been something that like we've needed for a long time, but it's gonna be a really nice addition. I couldn't really get a good gauge. There was like that one part of the video where it kind of like you got like an exclamation point and they like zoomed in and you were able to like dash towards it. So I don't know. I can't really tell if it's kind of like Let's Go, where you can like see the Pokemon wandering in the grass and kind of just avoid them by just walking around them, or if it's actually like normal Pokemon, where if you're just walking in the grass, you're gonna get surprised. So that I would like to know some more about that because they didn't really develop on it at all. The new Pokemon look fine. I mean, it was like a sheep and a flower and a crazy looking Nightbird. I think the designs for all those looked fine. It looked like a lot of Pokemon were returning actually, because we saw a lot of. I was like, I can't list all of them out, but we saw like Milotic, we saw a Gyarados, we saw a Tyranitar. Those are kind of like the ones that stand out to me. So it seems like we're getting like a decent, like a fairly large amount of Pokemon back, but I'd be interested in knowing if some of those are just put in as fillers so they didn't have to show off as many new Pokemon. I assume so. I'm gonna assume the sheep is probably like this region's like Rattata or Bidoof, or any of those, where it's like the very like it's like the average normal type that shows up in the early game. That's just like a fine Pokemon. The grass Pokemon looked interesting. I assume it's probably just grass. And then we had the bird, which typing wise, I'm not sure. I assume like based on this design, I would say probably Flying Steel. Which it would be nice. It'd be interesting to have a better Flying Steel Pokemon, because one, we have a Skarmory, and Skarmory's not great. Like Skarmory's fine, but not great. And then so we got those, and we got the gimmick, and the gimmick is interesting. It's weird. But I feel like it's like them trying to fix Mega Evolutions, because Mega Evolutions were like inherently problematic in the fact that like they lasted as long as like the Pokemon was not KO'd, and then like a lot of those Pokemon were just insanely broken, and you could just like wipe right through anything with like one decent Mega Evolution. It would be nice if like they would just like stop switching the gimmicks and just kind of work with what they got, because literally like in the last three mainline series, we've got a different like gimmick thing. We got Mega Evolutions, and we got Z-Moves, and now we're at the Mega thing. But I guess the raids are cool. The fact that I don't know, they're interesting. I need to know more how they work like mechanically to like get a good gauge on like how I feel about them, because right now I'm kind of like it's fine. It's cool, but like there's just not enough information about it to like really, because there was a screen in front, and I don't know if that was like light screen or if it was protect, because if it was protect, you just go with two Pokemon were protect and it's over, like you insta win. So that seems like a little sketch. And then the box legendaries are great. Like I don't care what anyone says. You have Wolf with a sword in his mouth, and that's just the best thing ever. And if you disagree, you're just subjectively wrong. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'd say it did pretty good. It was pretty decent direct. But yeah, that's all I got. I'm going back to bed. Thanks for anyone who tuned in.